Welcome to the Health Flow Podcast. I'm your host, Jean Armand. Join me weekly as I share health information that will educate and inspire you. Please consider supporting this podcast by listening, subscribing, and rating. You can also support future episodes by making small monthly donations. Once again, welcome to the Health Flow Podcast. Are you thinking about starting your own podcast? If so, Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. Number one, Anchor is free. Anchor has all the creation tools that allow you to record your podcast and edit it right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. Anchor is everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Welcome to the Health Flow Podcast. This is your host, Jean Armand, and this is episode 16. And I'm so excited to have my guest. Many of you will remember her, Shiro, from episode 10. She's a certified personal trainer and wellness coach. Also, she's a veteran of the U.S. Air Force. So, we are here today to do our episode 16. And actually, the idea, well, say hello for before I go any further. Say hello, Shiro.
Hello, everyone.
So, well, I'm pretty excited because the idea came once again. My Shiro is hosting a weight loss challenge. Is that the way you would say it?
That's
And
right.
I just thought this was going to be a good opportunity, um, to end the year right. We're not going to wait for New Year's resolutions to put in all these goals. I think it's a great idea to get started on our health quest, to
Right.
jumpstart the new year with our new weight loss goal. And it's not just about weight loss. And that's something that I just want to be clear about. Yes, weight loss is important, but it should be New Year's resolutions for healthier living, for
Right.
decreasing our body fat, and just overall our well-being, because we know exercising just does a lot for us, not just so that we can be stronger physically, but also mentally. So we wanted to get a jump start so we can end the year right and start the new year with a plan in place. I think
That's
they
right.
say, I think I heard, I don't know, don't quote me on who wrote this book about it takes 21 days for something for it to become a habit, like to be disciplined.
Yes.
So this has given us that opportunity to have more than at 21 days to get this started. And also too, like this time between now and Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's, yeah, you can have a day or two where you fall off the plan, you may not eat right, you may not exercise, but it's not going to be a whole 2 month of not doing something. So
Right.
yes, here
It's
we
not
are.
gonna knock you off your plan.
Exactly. A few days. Those are only actually three potential days,
Exactly. Yep.
Thanksgiving Day, Christmas Day, and New Year's Day. So if we already have a plan in motion, then hey, it's not going to mess us up. So Shiro, just tell us how we can accomplish this. What are tell? I guess first, just start talking about the challenge.
The challenge. Okay. So the challenge came to me. I don't know. I just get these random ideas. So I'll just say it was very random. um, And I was thinking, like, how do I keep my people motivated? Because I know it's hard. It's towards the end of the year, and every year I go through this where people just kind of, especially my clients, it's kind of like Christmas is coming up, the holidays is coming up, they're traveling, everyone is busy, and no one has time to focus on themselves.
Right.
And between that and all of the chaos with everything else going on in life, it's so easy to let go. So I was like, what can I do to keep people motivated at this time? So I was like, all right, let's do a challenge. And then I wanted to make a challenge that was doable and also something that didn't take too long, because if you do something that's I don't know, 3 4 more weeks, then at some point, if someone feels like they're not winning or haven't been as productive as they'd like to be, it's very easy to fall off. So I was like, let's just do it week by week. So I decided to do a challenge where there was like a pot, almost like a lottery, and everyone just puts in $10. And every week there's a winner. And I also made it to where there are many chances to win. Like, your chances to win are higher because number one, I'm entering the challenge. Ella's weight very fast when I grind. Um, so I said, if I win, then the second and third place person, I would split the winning with them. Like, so there's no money in it for me. But if I have the most loss for that week, then two people win. And if you lose more than I do for that week, then you win the whole pot. So it really pushes people and motivates people to do their best, eating
Right.
clean, working out, whatever they have to do for that week. And it's set up to be a micro goal. So instead of having this large goal that this goal that you have to accomplish and that's all you're focusing on, you have 1 week at a time. And then
Yeah.
there's something in it and you don't lose. Like, at most, the holidays are coming up, you might win a little bit of money for Christmas gifts or whatever it is you want to do with that money. Or um, at most, you just look at it, I lost weight. I'm getting closer to being healthier and closer to my goal. And every week there's something, and it's fun. It's
Yeah.
not, it's fun.
So, you know what, I heard you say something that we rarely hear. It You're not getting any money from this. You're not doing it. So what are you getting? What's your purpose, your vision for doing this? What are you trying to
Uh,
accomplish?
so I know that people are motivated by different things, but for me, it's just like I get a lot of satisfaction out of seeing people reach their goals. There's a lot in it for me. So I feel like this is just another way, to kind of spice it up a little bit and do something different. And it helps me too. Like, I'm gonna win too.
Yeah.
So for me, it helps me kind of like gear it up because I got a lot of people who are just um rooting for me for themselves, because they're like, well, if she wins, then the chances of me winning are even greater. So
Right.
for me, I don't know, I really enjoy seeing people reach their goals and seeing them happy and healthy. Like, this is my calling. I know it is. This is what I'm meant to do. So I get a lot of fulfillment out of this in
That's
so many ways.
That's exactly right. Because when you're behind the scenes, even like with this little podcast that I'm doing, your people may think, or, what do you get out of it? What I get out of it is I get a chance to make a difference in somebody else's life.
Right.
My passion for us as a people, as human beings, to live healthier lives, to be the best version of themselves. That's what
Right.
motivates me. I'm going to be happy. And I can share one story. And I mentioned this to you last week. The perfect listener of mine contacted me
to say that after listening to episode 10 with you, she actually contacted you.
Yeah,
And
she did.
and I was like, oh my goodness. I mean, I don't even want to say her name because I don't want to call her out, but I was like, it was as if somebody had just, that's like my best reward at this point, was just to know. I know she's someone that needs to work on losing weight. She's been through a lot, but just from listening to that episode, she actually took action and called you, and now you're working with her. So what
Right.
accomplishment? So this is what we do. This is what we love to do. Any blessings that come from it, then so be it. Our blessings may be just meeting more people, motivating and changing people's
That's
lives.
right. Yep.
So I'm loving it. All right, let's move on and talk about, so what are some of your strategies for this weight loss? Like, start with the diet strategies, please,
Okay.
because part
So
of the
I
challenge. I want
okay,
to.
so so with the diet strategy, I say keep it simple because a lot of people don't understand, they don't realize that the the hardest yet the easiest part is eliminating things that you already know don't belong in your diet. Now,
Right,
we all know you might not know exactly everything that you're supposed to be eating, but I always say, McDonald's isn't on your list. I'm not going to write anything with a burger on it
right.
or some fries and a Coke. So I think that for a lot of people, eliminating those junk foods
Mhm.
and what are also called empty calories. They
Yeah,
don't do anything for your body. They don't fuel you. They don't build muscle. All they do is give you sometimes energy spike for a while, and then
then you
that's
crash.
pretty much it. And then you crash. Yeah. So eliminating those things and increasing your water intake is so important because a lot of people don't drink enough water. I know on weekends I don't. I struggle with that because I get so either I'm lounging and I don't want to do anything and I'm lazy to the point where I don't even want to get up and drink my water or I'm so busy that I don't drink my water. And so being conscious of your water intake is important too because it curbs your hunger and it also keeps you hydrated and it keeps your muscles and the cells in your body hydrated as well.
Yes, yes, yes. And do you have a general recommendation for water intake?
Yes. So on average, you should drink about half of your body weight in ounces. So
Okay.
whatever you weigh, cut that in half, and you want to try to consume whatever that is in ounces per
Ounces.
day.
Okay.
Mhm.
Got it. Great. And what are going to be some of the workout strategies in the challenge? Are you going to give workout ideas, or you basically just tell the person to, make sure they work out? Yeah. What's the workout strategies?
So everyone will be in a group me, and I'm not gonna do like specific workouts, but I'll share like some things for people because if you are at home or if you don't really have the time to go to a gym or don't even have a gym membership, there are basic things you can do and just body weight exercises. You don't need equipment or anything.
Hmm.
And like for instance, you could do a set of mountain climbers, burpees, body squats, and planks. That's 4 exercises, 4 to 5 rounds for 1 minute each, and you have a full workout. And trust me, it's not um, it might sound like a simple workout, but when you get into it, it can really push you to the next level, especially if you don't have a gym membership or if you're pressed for time.
Right. If you don't mind too, this is something that I can add to my episode notes. If you have like those basic, no gym, body exercise, if you just what we stated, maybe I can just add those along with the amount of water, half your body weight in ounces. I'll add those to the episode notes so that people could refer to
Oh,
them,
yes.
use them, just as they're listening, yet another avenue to reach you, and I'm sure we're going to put out how we can reach you.
Yes.
So what else do you want to talk about as far as working out and weight loss and just your what you're doing to motivate
Okay, so two things. Number one, is staying motivated by keeping yourself surrounded by people that are going to push you and
you?
people that have a positive attitude. So it's all about knowing how to set yourself up for success based off of your environment and the type of environment that you create. And number two, keep it simple. You don't have to go out and spend a lot of money. You don't have to go out and purchase things to make this happen. Portion control, um, as far as your nutrition is concerned, making sure that if you can't get a workout in at the gym, you can walk. Walking does wonders. I have a friend that lost 70 pounds walking. So
Yeah.
don't underestimate the simple things.
Yeah. And it's not about pressuring ourselves yet again to, like you said, to buy things. Um, you know, for me, I would just, it's a time of year where there's a lot of hustling, bustling, but it's also a time of reflection because last year we made goals that we may or may not have met. And one important thing to me that I really have learned, and I would say, like, especially in the last 3 months, is to wherever you are in life, is to it's so important to connect like-minded people to yourself. So
Yes.
if your goal is working out, staying fit, at this point, that's who you need to be connecting with, people who are doing
Absolutely.
that
Yes.
motivates you. Belong to something, just wherever you are, whatever your choice is, if it's a gym membership, if it's a dance class, if it's a walking group, if it's working out with group me like I'm about to with you,
Right.
know, whatever it is. And that we can use that strategy actually through all the
Through
different areas of our lives.
That's right. Yep.
If
Every area.
you want to you learn about a new thing, um you've got to connect yourself to the people that are doing those things so that it's a give and take. You can learn and improve. Let's get outside the box and just get out,
Right.
do the things that you need to do.
I call it staying
Do.
close to your stimulus. So
Yeah.
like or stimuli. And I say that because if you look at everything, I used to think about things that motivated me
Hmm.
because if you let yourself stray too far, it's difficult to get back without it being a process. And
Right.
so you have to remind yourself of those things that keep you motivated and the people that keep you motivated. And I remember watching, or I think I was listening to an episode where Steve Harvey was saying that if people are in your life and they're not pushing you and motivating you and making you feel good once you leave their presence, then you need to delete them from your phone, right? And he
Mhm.
said those that are fueling you and pouring into you that make you feel good and that make you want to reach higher, you need to make sure that they're close to you, so that
Right.
when you open up your phone and you look through your contacts, that's what you see. So I call it keeping your stimuli close so
Right.
that you're always being fed. And that's with books, that's with motivational speeches, that's with your words of affirmation. Put words in your bathroom, on your mirror, around you. Like I
Right.
buy things that make me feel good about myself,
Right.
that
Right.
remind me of how I always want to feel inside, and that's so important. This whole fitness thing is so much more than the way you look.
Exactly. Oh my goodness. You said something right there. And you know what it is? I used to have a problem, with letting go of people and things that are no longer fueling you, because
Yes.
sometimes the truth be told is the longevity of the thing is what we think is great. Like
Right.
if that's how you were brought up, oh yeah, I've been friends with this one since high school or whatever, or childhood.
And
But
that has so much merit. That used to carry so much merit because
yes,
of the time.
so
Yeah.
the time where we no longer have to feel bad, life change, people changes, ebbs and flow. It doesn't mean that it has to have a negative connotations. It doesn't mean that because I'm not really talking with you like that right now. We're just at different place and different time,
Right.
and we're going after different things, and I feel the need that I need to be with like-minded people. I've been just reading so many different things. It's about really expanding the way you think, because
Right.
say for example, say you wanted to build wealth, or you even with your health, you have to really go change the way you think about the thing in order for you to do something about it.
You do.
So it's a mind shift. It's a mind shift.
You do.
And
Yep.
you have to make those mind shifts. I know for me, and it is so important to be mentally healthy as well as physical health.
Yes.
Because if you're not mentally okay, you're, I mean, I see people who are not always they suffer from mental illness. And
Right.
you can see that when they're not in a good place, they don't look well. They're not
No.
looking their best. And that's just it's like the mental illness showing up on their face, the way they care for themselves, the way they're dressed. But once think they're in a better place, you're like, oh my goodness, nothing.
Yeah.
Their bodies didn't change. You know what I mean? Their bodies didn't
Right.
change. They didn't lose weight or gain weight. They are just in a mentally better place. So their interior has improved now, improving their exterior. So
Right.
we shouldn't always be focusing on how you physically, your outward appearance. We want to know that people are mentally healthy and well, in
Right.
good place. And I mean, I'm going to do another episode shortly before Thanksgiving, on this with actually it was, I think that maybe that was episode 3. Like one of my highest rating episode was on mental illness, and
Mental
I'm gonna
health. Oh,
yes,
yes.
and I'm gonna have that psychiatrist come back with me just to get us through this holiday season, because
Oh, please do.
I will.
Yes.
I will. We're set to do it soon as I get back home, and before Thanksgiving, it will be recorded, so that we could talk about it. Because we are not going. I don't want anyone to go through this holiday season again depressed. We're reminded about who we lost. Things
Right.
didn't accomplish. Let's just get in a better mental and physical space.
Right.
That's what I want that for us. And I just want to challenge, I want to share just briefly with everyone out there, male, female, to just take time to think about where they are in their life. What are your personal goals? What both physical and financial goals? Just take time to really think about this. Quiet yourself during this holiday season and think about it way before December 31st come. Just things that you aspire to change and to accomplish. Write them down. Write the vision. Make it plain. And just make it plain so you can have something to reflect on. And as the year go, you can cross them off and see what you've accomplished or not.
Right.
Write down step by step um, things that you need to take to accomplish the goal, whether it's the weight loss goal, whether it's the financial goal, the mental goal, whatever the goal is. And learn as much as you can about the things that you're aspiring to accomplish. Like you self-education. There's so much information available about what to eat, what not to eat, what's good for the body. We can tell you all the things that we've been saying: rest, hydration, exercise, and surround yourself with people that can help you reach the goals. So you can expect the changes. You can expect changes you can't expect changes without really making changes within yourself. And
Right.
that's what I want to share with the people for the new year or for the end of the year. We're talking
Yeah,
ending our
I
year
so
right.
agree.
Yes, ma'am. So the challenge starts tomorrow,
Yes, it starts
the first
tomorrow.
week. And for me, and for many of the other ladies too, we had to send in our weight by tomorrow afternoon, actually taking the picture. And that's always such a, oh my God, everyone's gonna
Right,
see our way. But I think we have to give up, just release.
right.
So
And I want to talk about that too. Like I know like for some people it's so hard to do. And what's we don't realize is that it's more of it's a bigger deal to us than it is to other people to know what our weight is, you
mm,
know? Um and I don't take it lightly that people are willing to be vulnerable enough to share that as
right,
well, because you really do, there's a certain level of vulnerability there that people have.
right,
And I wanted to make that clear because, yeah, it is a win-win situation. But when you surround yourself with a group of women that are in it for the same goal, it's kind of
mm,
like the bonds that are built in things like this. There, there's so much to be said for it because a lot of people don't have that, and that's what's missing in society now. We don't have that connection with each other, and every time I do something, I do it with a long term. It's always a long term goal for me. I
right.
see it way down the road, like the bonds that are built and the victories that people have that they can share with each other. There's so much more to all of this.
That's
So
we're in it to win it.
we're in it to win
In
it.
it, win it. Yes, right. We want to healthier human beings, happier human beings. We're here to help you and motivate you and take you to where you can be the very best that you can be. It's not about judging anyone. We're over that. We're too old for that. We're not about that. We
Right.
we want to lift each other up. We want to be that hand that's grabbing the sister's arm up to say, yeah, girl, you can do this. We want to end this year right with less pressures, really be reminding of truly what the season is all about for you personally. For me, I know it's about family and friends and being thankful for all that I already have, not what I'm
Right.
asking for, to know that I'm blessed coming and blessed going. So, true in, happiness just where I am. So, thank you so much. We have to add everything to our show notes. People can email me at thehealthflow@gmail.com, or they can actually email you at fitchicksrock@gmail.com. And I'll have
Yes.
in the show notes too, so that they can contact you personally and they could even join because it's each week we start afresh almost.
Every week we start new. So like I encourage anyone who's interested, like, yes, email me and let me know and I will put you in the pot for the next week and you can join the lottery just as well.
Right.
And then have fun. You
Right.
really can't lose.
Yeah,
So
it's $10 a week. I mean, so far there's I saw like 33 women in the group.
Yeah, so
Is it
hopefully everyone actually donates their $10. Like some people said they were in, they were like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do it." So they didn't do it
right?
yet. So
But whatever.
hopefully by tomorrow by noon,
Yeah, even if it's 15 women, that's $150.
$150. That's
Somebody could that's
$150.
their Christmas whatever, or just something. So, or donate it back to a charity if you don't need it like that.
Right.
I'm just thankful for the opportunity to do this, to motivate everyone. We're not waiting for the new year. We're doing this thing now. So thank you, Shiro.
Thank
We'll
you for having me.
Oh, absolutely. It was my pleasure. And we'll have to just keep this going, okay?
All right.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you for listening to the Health Flow podcast. Your support is much appreciated. It is my goal to share health information that you find helpful. Email topics of interest to thehealthflow@gmail.com. Follow me on Instagram at thehealthflow, also on Facebook at The Health Flow. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and share. Until next time, keep your health flowing.